Let's begin by combining the salts with the flour in a mixing bowl. Add the butter in another mixing bowl and mix in the icing sugar with a spatula until well mixed. Then beat on medium speed until the mixture becomes light and fluffy. This helps create a smooth dough and gives the cookies a tender, melt-in-your-mouth texture. Next, add the egg yolk. Save the whites for later. We will need it during assembly, along with the vanilla extract. Give it a quick mix until everything is well combined. Scrape down the bowl. Your mixture should look smooth and well combined with no lumps. Sieve in the dry ingredients. Sifting helps remove any lumps and aerates the flour, which gives us a lighter dough. Start by gently mixing with a spatula to keep the flour from flying everywhere. Then mix on low speed until everything is just combined. Finally, bring the dough together by hand. It should come together smoothly. You will know it's ready when there are no dry bits left and the dough feels smooth and uniform. To get 2 equal portions, I'm using my kitchen scale to weigh the dough. This helps make sure both halves are the same size, which is important for neat checkerboard layers. Add cocoa powder to 1 portion to turn it into a chocolate dough. Mix until the cocoa is well blended. I prefer doing this by hand since the dough is already mixed. It helps prevent overmixing and keeps the texture tender. Place the vanilla dough between 2 sheets of parchment paper and roll it out to about 6 mm thick. Once one side is flat, flip it over and continue rolling until you have a square roughly 22 by 22 centimeters. The thickness will affect the size of your checkerboard pattern, so feel free to adjust it to your liking. This size of the dough also serves as a guide for rolling out the chocolate dough, so both layers match and we can make the most of both portions. Now repeat the same process for the chocolate dough. Roll it out to the same thickness and size as the vanilla dough. Place both doughs on a baking pan and chill them for about an hour or until they are firm enough to cut cleanly. The dough is now firm to the touch and we are ready to stack them together. Grab the egg whites we saved earlier. It works like glue to help the layers stick so the dough won't separate and mess up the checkerboard pattern when we cut it. Brush a thin layer of egg whites over the surface of the vanilla dough. Then carefully place the chocolate dough on top, lining them up as neatly as you can. Next, cut the stacked dough in half with a sharp knife. Brush a thin layer of egg whites on top of one half. Make sure to brush on every surface when the dough layers touch. This helps the strips stick together firmly. Then carefully place the other half on top to create more layers. Try your best to align the edges and keep the dough as neat as possible. This helps create a clean checkerboard pattern later. If the dough starts to soften at any point, feel free to pop it back into the fridge until it firms up again. Chilling helps keep the edges sharp for a clean checkerboard pattern. Since each layer is 6 mm thick, I'm going to cut 8 strips to the same thickness. That way, we get perfect squares for the checkerboard pattern. To keep it precise, I'm using a ruler to measure and cut the strips evenly. Once the strip is measured, use a sharp knife to cut all the way through. This gives you clean cuts and sharp edges for the neat pattern. Then continue measuring and cutting as many strips as you can. If you need to move them, it's easier to use a long palette knife instead of your hands. This helps keep the strips straight and in shape. Also, make sure to wipe your knife before each cut to keep the edges clean and avoid smudging the dough. I ended up with 12 strips. I chilled them before stacking. This makes the assembly process much easier. Brush a thin layer of egg white on one strip, then stack another on top with the opposite color to start creating that classic checkerboard pattern. Repeat the same process, alternating colors, until you have a block made up of 4 strips. That means when you slice the block, each cookie will reveal a beautiful 16-square checkerboard pattern. Then place the checkerboard block on a baking pan lined with parchment paper to prevent it from sticking. Continue building 2 more blocks the same way. You should have something like this now. Then chill all the blocks for at least an hour or until they are firm enough to slice cleanly. Towards the end of the chilling time, preheat your oven to 170 degrees Celsius. To get even slices, I'm using my ruler again and cutting each cookie about 6 mm thick. Use a sharp knife to cut through the block. Look at that pattern. It shows a crisp checkerboard design that's so satisfying. Then place each slice onto a lined baking pan. These cookies don't puff up much, so you can place them fairly close together. Each block can be sliced into about 24 cookies, so with 3 blocks, that's roughly 72 cookies. But of course, the total depends on how thick or thin you want your slices. Bake them in a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for about 12 to 15 minutes or until the edges start to lightly brown. Fresh out of the oven, let's take a moment to appreciate them. Let them sit in the pan for 5 minutes, then transfer them onto a wide rack to cool completely. And there you have it. I hope you will give these checkerboard cookies a try. They are buttery, chocolatey, and have that perfect crisp pattern that's so satisfying to see and bite into. They make a delightful treat for any time of day. You will find the full recipe linked in the descriptions below, along with all my tips to help you get that neat, sharp checkerboard look every time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it with fellow home bakers. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm always happy to help, and your question might help others too. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell. It's totally free and you will get instant access to all my new recipes as soon as I upload them. That way we can keep baking together. As always, thanks so much for being here. Your support really means the world to me. If you love classic, elegant cookies, you will definitely enjoy this recipe. It's simple to make and absolutely delicious. Click the screen to watch it now. Happy baking, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.